it's Hillary, Lazy Lima DIY, and I'm wearing the most boring sweatshirt in the world. And I thought, what can I do to this? I found some old textile paints in my drawer, and we'll open them up and we'll see which ones are good. And whichever colors are good, those are the ones we're going to use. So let's get started. So first things first, our sweatshirt, just the shape of it is kind of dated, and it's got some fading along here. So I just want to update the shape of it a little. Sorry, I'm just getting my new cutter out of the box because I have an Olfa, but I don't know where the blades are. And this one, I think this one is the Dritz, and I got it when I bought a new cutting board. It all came in a package. It might have come from the thrift store. I don't know. So I'm going to just trim the width of the ruler off of the shirt here. Whoops, gotten off track already. Oh wow, that is nice and sharp, isn't it? When you just take it out of the box. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna have to go here because let's see. It's gonna be a little off center. Okay. Well, that made quick work of that, didn't it? Both layers at the same time. Boop-a-doo. Okay. I'm also going to trim the sleeves. Not much, but mostly just to get rid of the hem. And just for sake of keeping them both even, I'm just going to trim the ruler's width off. Wow. That was going a lot faster than I thought it would. And you can see here, like, I don't know how that fading happened. I have hardly ever worn this sweatshirt. It is mostly spent time in a box and in a closet. And there's a stain there. So we're going to see if we can turn this into something really special. Okay. That feels much better. The only thing is now I feel like the neckline is really restrictive. So I think I'm going to pop that off and see what happens. Okay. How am I going to do this? I think I'm just going to follow the crew neck and pop that off. I might decide later. Ooh, I cut part of the tag. I might decide later that I want to, you know, totally make this a wider neck a la Flashdance. But for now, okay. So here we have our new sweatshirt. We're not going to be able to tell the front from the back. We're just going to put a mark on here so we know that that's the back. We're going to look at our paints and pick our colors. And the paints that I'll be using are mostly these Createx textile colors. I got a bunch of them when I was working in Expression, and I've used them over the years, but most of them are probably dry, and then every once in a while, like every year or so, I open up and see which ones have dried out. But I want to do a lot of tonal green on green. I already know, with maybe some wine color splashed throughout. So hopefully we have some of those colors. So I'm going to do that off camera, and when I'm back, we will see what colors our shirt will be. I managed to get some paint that was usable, and I've mixed it with water. And since that's what I was planning on doing anyway, I thought some of the more gloppier bits, I could try to coax some of the pigment out by adding hot water. So we'll see how that works. So some of these colors might be really muted. This one seems to be kind of successful. This is kind of a rust. I'm just going to add a little more water to make it a little more syrupy, because I want the colors to be kind of muted. I have a spray bottle, which I'm filling with a solution of bleach and water. It's got about 6 ounces of water and maybe 2 tablespoons of bleach. We can redo that if we use all of that up, but I think right now that's enough. Also, I thought I'd put a little design on before I sprayed, and so I just cut some circles out with some bits of leftover vinyl I had from a project. And to put my paint on, I have some paint brushes that are old. I have a toothbrush, and oh, here's another paintbrush. I also have some eyedroppers, and I believe I have a bigger brush, don't I? I have some old brushes that we're going to use. So we're going to go outside and lay out a tarp, and we are going to get started. Okay, I'm just going to put my vinyl dots on. Whoops. I'm not even going to try to peel that vinyl off. I'm just going to stick these down with double stick tape, and they will go where they go. And if something seeps under them, then that is the way that it was meant to be as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so that's our sparse design, and we're going to go outside. Ready? So I've laid down my shirt here, and I've sprayed the tarp down with a little water just because I thought it would be interesting. And I've got my bleach solution, and we're just going to start spraying that. Oh, whoops. We're going to open it up and spray bleach all over ourselves first. Let's see. We're going to get a wide nozzle. Oh, this is kicking back on me. Okay. We just bleached our pants. Well, that might be project number 2. So I'm changing the nozzle to more directed. Let's see if I can get some wider spatters. I've got this metallic green. I don't know if you can see that. Let's just pop it on in there. It's a metallic green. I have no idea what this light is doing right now. And oh, I just got a little sploogey splodge right there in the middle. We're just going to let that do what it does. I'm going to use almost all of this. We might save some for the back. And I'm going to put some here where it's definitely bleeding. So the reason I kind of thought about doing this is, one, I used to, back in the old days, you didn't get the Flashdance reference. And then second of all, I've been noticing that there's some people on Poshmark that take clothes that are no longer useful and upcycle them in a really cool way. And so I thought I'd give that a try. I was going to do it with jeans, but then this guy popped up and I'm like, well, that is just providence. Next up, we're going with our bright green, and our eyedropper. I like the way it is reacting with this part that's wet. And I can see now how the bleach is reacting. It's getting lighter, but not in splotches like I intended. Okay. Next up, we have a pink, and I'm taking a fan brush, and this pink is much thicker. This neon green is super gloppy globs of paint. And see what that does when the time comes to lift that up. Whoops. It's nice if we hit the tarp. That's what it's here for. Okay. So I went and mixed up a little bit of a darker green color. And I just want to like kind of pour that with my fingers in the way. Oh, that's hot. Okay, I'm getting some fun kind of colors coming out of that. So I wanted this to be kind of russet and green. And I want different shapes other than spatters in here. I don't quite know how to do that. Let me use my eyedropper. But I'm going to. This is really kind of cool because there's like black coming out. There's all sorts of colors that I mixed together, but they're coming out individually. I'm really going to just pour the purple. We're going to do it from close range. Over. Oh, it's good and wet now. Oh, this is going to be a fun tarp. I'm going to flip it over. I think I'm only going to do 2 colors across, maybe 3 colors across the back. We're going to So my idea was always to just go over this and douse the whole thing with water to see if I could get a watercolor effect. So here we go, we got the hose out. Well, that looks pretty permanent. I think I waited too long for it to dry. So we're going to give it a good soaking. Maybe if we give it a little power wash. I also want to take advantage of the paint that's on the tarp and give it a nice soaking. And oh, it's doing fun things on the front. Whoa. Forgot about our dots. Some of those came up. Okay, so then while it's wet, Oh, I did get a watercolor effect. Oh, that's cool. That's what I wanted. Okay, but so much for the dots. We are just going to have a good time with the bleach water. And it was sunny out here a few minutes ago, and now it is no longer sunny. We will see what happens. So that is our end project so far, and we're going to let it dry, and then we're going to throw it in the dryer to set it, and we're going to see what the final product is that we end up with. Okay. Oh, that's fun. Here's my shirt. There's the back. I ended up getting the effect I wanted, which was like kind of a watercolory but brighter sort of thing, but I wanted to have like fall colors. I don't know how to describe it. But look at this. I love this right here. And well, I didn't really put as much black on it. A lot of the black came from the colors that I had mixed. Like I was trying to darken the green, and so I had mixed black in it. And I really got this part really good. And I love that turquoise poking through. And here is this. And I really think I nailed it. So no epic craft fail here. And it's really comfortable, other than it being too hot. You know, the neckline, I like the sort of, it's kind of a bateau neckline, which I think is cool. And the sleeves being, you know, really sort of loose and goosey. So here's what I did. After it dried and it was all kind of stiff and crunchy, I let it dry for a couple of days, and I really looked at it, and it was really gray. And this bright color, you know, really wasn't apparent. It just looked gray and sad. And then I washed it on Gentle and put it in the dryer, and it came out, and it's all nice and soft. And you can see here, this even retains some of the glimmer that's here. But the colors, some of the colors brightened, and some of the colors just faded in, which is really cool. I wasn't expecting that, and I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I do. So I highly recommend getting an old shirt out and getting your paints out and having some fun with it. I'm sorry, did I say paints? I didn't mean paint. Well, textile paint is what I used. And I'm so pleased. Who knew? Not me. So, I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I definitely invite you, if you like this video, to click the little like button, and by clicking the bell, I don't know, where is it? I don't know. Why am I pointing? By clicking the bell, you'll get notified when I have another video coming up. So until the next time, thank you so much for watching, and toodles.